police got a dump truck. I couldn't be happier. This is the freeway part of State Route 21, but if you've noticed, while this made a left turn, the road, the old road, would have went into Massillon over here. Where this school was, you see the little blue street sign. That's where the road would have been before the interchange was built. And it turns into this. So this is the original routing of US 21 as we come into Massillon. Been through the town of Massillon. Old graveyard. Yeah, I'll see how far I want to go with this. Cool old house. See the State Route 21 freeway just to my left. It's Ohio Route 241 for a little bit. Of course I lied. Oh no, okay. Good. Didn't lose my downtown. Yeah, well, okay. I guess we are going to kind of go through downtown Massillon here. Massillon High School is a perennial. Don't know if it still is, but in my day was a perennial state high school football powerhouse. Let it roll. Shouldn't be that long. Once we get up to this next light here, we jog over a block, but we're joining former US 230 or former US 30, appropriately called Lincoln Way. So this is the Lincoln Highway we're going to do for a block. Welcome to downtown Massillon. This is the center of town. Up the hill here. And other YouTubers do a Lincoln Highway, but they don't do the whole road. If I ever decide to do it, that would be a hell of a long video from literally from Manhattan all the way to what's the name of the park in San Francisco? But anyway, that would be one of those for full time if I ever get there. And I'm live streaming. I'd have to live stream that. But it would be fun to do a US 30 / Lincoln Highway video. Massillon. There is a promising part of this drive. According to the map, 21 takes a turn up here at Erie Avenue Northwest, where the state highway continues north. Which makes sense because the freeway takes a turn to the northwest Tuscarawas River and the old Lake Erie and Ohio Canal. Okay, yeah, 236. The state route makes a turn here, but the main road, but this road obviously goes straight. So yeah. This is Erie Avenue Northwest. According to my intel, this is the original routing of US 21. Or the 1950s routing. I can't say the original. Highways, US highways were rerouted all the time. From when the numbering system began in the 20s or 30s. Start saying 1920s. Eesh. Towpath Cabin. Sunshine for the first time today. Fulton, Ohio. 25, huh? Fine. 25 it is. Police in Ohio don't mess around either. They love collecting fines. Love it. Matter of fact, I have not gotten, I shouldn't say it. My last moving violations were always, in Ohio. It's been like 30 years. Didn't have any for the last 10 years, but during that Domino's Pizza era of mine, a lot of moving violations. Welcome to downtown Canal Fulton. Let's see where. Okay. So we're on. So technically, I should turn here and go up 2 blocks to High Street and make a left to stay true to the Route 21 vibe, which I will do. So, High Street. Well, that has the stop light, but this is the road. Would have come out. That might, where that Jeep came out of, that was the continuation of Canal Street where I was on. It was downtown, so that very well could have been the original 21. Nice outfit, dude. Although I dig the brick street, but that would make more sense. The US 21 would go right through the downtown business district, and for some reason, I don't know why, I decided not to do that. Oh well. That was Canal Fulton, everybody. going into the town of Clinton, Ohio. Yes, I said Clinton. Let's take a good look here. Yep. Turn left on Main Street and then north on Cleveland-Massillon Road, which I know for a fact Cleveland-Massillon Road was old Route 21. Well known in the area as a Northeast Ohio, long-time Northeast Ohio resident. So I'm now coming to the end of the routes where I wasn't sure until I researched, and I'm quite surprised. This has been very pleasant for the most part. Aside from the rain, of course. Clinton, indeed. Main Street to Cleveland-Massillon Road. Yep. Not that street. Right through beautiful downtown. Covered bridge drive-through. Yeah, why didn't I not stay that way through Canal Fulton? The towpath trail. This is the canal. It's it runs from downtown Cleveland south of 50, 60 miles. Fantastic bike trail. Okay, we crossed the Tuscarawas. Pretty much just a stream here. And this is Cleveland-Massillon Road, Old US 21. Franklin, Ohio. evidently 10 miles over the speed limit isn't good enough. Fairways are packed. Oops, pulled that a little, didn't you? Starting to get heated up again. US 21 bypassed both Akron and Canton. And once again, been a while, lost it for a while, but it's back. 77. That was tailing me the whole time through the last couple towns. Don't know how much more it's going to start. I think there's one more stretch before we get to Cuyahoga County where it's semi-parky rural. See when we get through, because we go through 77 twice there. We got one more junction with 77, and then we go through Montrose, and then maybe there's a little bit more rural, but let's see. Through here, Fairlawn is very suburban. This is where the Freeway 21 ends, actually. Just to our left. This is State Route 18. This is what I was afraid of. If it becomes too stoplighty. Bath Township. Over 77 again. God, it's only 2 lanes, and of course coming to a stoplight. is co-signed with 77 till at Brecksville Road exit. Kent, Ohio. Center, circa 1818. That's circa. We don't know when we were founded. Getting any of the lights all of a sudden. Hammond's Corners, circa 1818. So these are all cool. Shout out to Ohio for not stroding out all of this stuff. I mean, there's plenty of strode places, but there's still plenty of two-lane. This is very close to Cuyahoga County, very close to Akron, and we're about 15 miles from Akron and about 25 miles from downtown Cleveland. And it's still... it's not a strode. They didn't widen the road to put in all kinds of crazy businesses. They kept these communities near the river kind of rural-esque, shall we say. Plenty of stoplights, though. Beautiful, rich field. This is a great little town, but between Cleveland and Akron. This part, of course. Said a lot of Cleveland, Massillon, and Brecksville Road, once you get up here, is getting to be more industrial, but we're really close to 271, and then we will go back under 75 again. That's when Ohio State Route 21 will rejoin us. There's an old motel. That right turn there to 271, I believe, is where the old Coliseum. There's some office buildings now, but the Cleveland Coliseum used to be over there, I think. Or was it off 77? Down to the river. That is where all the hip, cool, and groovy places are. And actually, that would be if I spend more time up here. The roads along the Cuyahoga River all the way into downtown Cleveland are still 2-lane and still surprisingly scenic. But this video is about US 21, which we are still on, which will be coming to an end shortly. Because at 4 o'clock on a Friday, I don't think I'm going to take on anything north of Interstate 480. I do not want to go into the city of Cleveland to have to back out. Matter of fact, I'll probably last crossing of I-77. Ooh, of course they're doing construction. We are now back to State Route 21 as it exits 77 there. Coming up to our junction of the Ohio Turnpike here in Brecksville. Or we're coming into Brecksville. Welcome to Cuyahoga County. The 2-lane road portion is over. Actually, till you get to the city of, not even in the city of Cleveland, 71st Street's 4-lane, I think. And Broadway's 4-lane, so it's all. This is Brecksville Road, becomes Independence, I believe. It stays Brecksville Road. Ohio Turnpike Junction. Yeah, we'll be close to the end of this video. This is Brecksville Road in Cuyahoga County. Goes through Brecksville, Independence, where it dumps on to I-77 and to go into Cleveland. But from the original map that I saw, Brecksville Road joined with Canal Road down in the valley and went over to East 71st Street. And US 21 stayed on East 71st Street till it joined up with Ohio State Route 14, which is Broadway. And Broadway goes into Public Square in downtown Cleveland. If it were any other time but a Friday at 4 o'clock, I might do it. I mean, inbound wouldn't be as bad, but nah. I'm gonna hit enough stoplights here anyway. But good to be home. Did you see the sign there? North 21. Brecksville has a cool little downtown, so we'll hit through that. And then I am going to head to my cousin's house for some R&R. Very underdeveloped. It's all light industrial, but a lot of that's moved away. Some's still there. Parks. Great park system here in Northeast Ohio. The Metro Parks is outstanding. You can go for miles and miles. You can go all over the county. Brecksville on the next light. This light went green as soon as the other light went red, but State Route 82, the junction, beautiful downtown Brecksville. Independence. Ohio. As you can tell, the suburb, we are clearly in suburban Cleveland. Downtown Independence. Ooh, classic car show. Down off the hill here, be crossing Rockside Road. It's 77 is just to our left, not even a quarter mile. There's a huge interchange with I-480. This is a big business area at the bottom of the hill here. Very strody. Not this road. As you can see, there's homes. Side road, that is very roady. Oh, my Walgreens. I'll hang with it here. Looks like we're going to get the green here shortly. But yes, I know this all very well, this area. A lot of deliveries. When I did my courier work in Cleveland, there was so many businesses in the Independence, Rockside area. A lot of work, a lot of stuff down here. But we will take it in. There is a connection to 71st Street. There used to be a bridge that was a direct connection, but they built in just an on-ramp to 77 when the freeway was completed in the 60s, late 50s, early 60s. But the 50s map, the early 50s map, there was no 77, there was no freeway. It was probably built in it. Well, I've always remembered 77, so it had to be built in the late 50s. When was I-77 constructed in Cleveland? 1965. Started in 65, ended in 75. Took 10 years. This bridge crosses I-480. This is just a big hole in the ground that not used to be. Classic Steakhouse, that used to be the Brown Derby. See the bridge to I-77. Interchange with State Route 17, Granger Road, that becomes Brook Park. I think this might have always been here. I have to look and see. That actually it may have gone down into the valley here back in the 50s and crossed the river and then came back out. I think it was with Canal Road, which were going over on this bridge. Yeah, I think, originally Brecksville Road went down into the valley, according to the maps that I was reading. So straight ahead is the ramp to I-77. It just dumps there. I will take the turn here, down into the valley, and then turn around. See, somehow it crossed the river here. Brecksville. There's an old railroad bridge down here, but somehow this is Canal Road. That'll be another video. Yeah, I don't know when, but for somehow, some way, according to the maps I saw, it crossed the river somewhere around here. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to turn around. It might have been down there. But Brecksville Road went down into the river. And joined up with Canal from the old maps that I saw. So there's an old footbridge. There's an old bridge right there, but that's too small for a road. Then again, you could have been. That could have very well been where Brecksville Road went. And it came up to Canal, because this is 71st Street and it ended here at Canal Road. But there was a connection that wasn't that bridge. That bridge has been there since the freeway, so since the 70s, but in the 50s it was not there. Nor probably was that interchange. It was probably built in the 60s as well, so possibly it hooked up with 17 with Granger Road and then across the river. But this is US 21 in Cuyahoga Heights. We're no longer on the State Route 21 designation. It ended there on the on-ramp. State Route 21 is no more. Far enough north, I finally see blue skies today. It must have been a beautiful summer day in Canada, eh? I'm getting a smiley face from a Pepsi van, really? Is 25, so Kennedy House established 1937. Traffic is fairly, I didn't think I thought, what are you doing? Oh, you're backing into your house, your driveway. Okay. You could have waited till traffic passed, I guess. Or I guess not. Welcome to Cleveland. I can tell by the streets, the street signs. We're in the city. Welcome to Cleveland. crossing Harvard. Rats. I'd gotten around that RTA bus. Jeez, don't you have time to make? Aren't you on a schedule? Gotta go like 10 miles an hour so that y'all can see something other than the back end of an RTA bus. This is the Polish Village area. Not a lot of Polish people anymore here. But, you know. Make another stop so I could get around you. Guess not. There's a bus stop. Do that. And East 71st ends here at Broadway. And this goes into downtown. Ah, really? Hey, there's our first look of downtown, though. Things I do for my YouTube subscribers. I'm going to be jumping on 77 at 5 o'clock on a Friday. That shouldn't go. That'll go well. Slavic village, not Polish village. Feel free to correct me in the comments. It's been a while. I haven't lived here in 20 years. Well, thank you for pulling out in front of me to go that slow. Ouch. Welcome to Cleveland. Yes, I know. The Broadway Historic District. It certainly is. decommission going on. You had all those buildings. A lot of the old warehouses were being turned into lofts. Had I stayed and not moved to Florida, I may have moved into one of those. I was mistaken when I said we crossed 77. It'd be the last time. I forgot we have one more crossing to do. It's right here. Hitting 490 to go to 90. This is Broadway is also State Route 14. There may be a video of that one of these days, because from downtown, Ohio State Route 14 becomes Pennsylvania State Route 51, which goes right through downtown Pittsburgh, or right by downtown Pittsburgh. 14 starts here at Public Square, and it ends in my hometown. I have done that drive, but I haven't done it for the video, so not this time, but another time. Broadway has been rerouted many times here. This is it. Broadway goes on to Orange Avenue. The pre-freeways, we're going behind the post office here. Pre-freeways, it merged into Orange Avenue, which is on the other side of the post office here. I'll actually have to make a right turn at East 9th and to get on it, because technically I've come this far. Technically US 21 goes to Public Square, which is right there where Terminal Tower is. Game tonight. I will be there tomorrow night for a game. West 422, 14, 87, 10, 8. Hike. And the end of US 21. Game night. Tomorrow and Sunday I have games. Well, I said I wasn't going to do this, but I did it. So, hope you enjoyed the ride. Thanks for coming along with me as I retrace old US 21 from Charleston, West Virginia to Cleveland, Ohio. 2 days and probably 6 videos. I better get into the right lane here. I want to go around Public Square. Well, actually, the heck with it. I'll just go right through Public Square. I'll stay right here. Been a fun trip. I'm looking forward to a weekend of R&R up here and a little bit of Guardians baseball, a little bit of family time, and then I will blow it home and get back to the regular business. Oh, okay, I needed to be in this lane anyway. Former great department store. Higbee's is just a casino now. Cool, they blocked off the, used to go straight through. Should have been, probably was this way in the beginning. This street used to go straight through the middle of Public Square. This is probably the way it should have been the whole time. Well, bus only. Once around Public Square and home, kids. Shout out to my old courier days. The new Sherwin-Williams building. And the church that my cousin and his lovely wife got married in when they got back from eloping to Vegas. Ooh, it's 5 o'clock. It's playing bells. All right. Take the road less traveled. I'll see you next time.